Hello, everybody. Yes, I exist as a human being and an entity of great power and energy. Can everybody hear me? Is this on? Are we live? I haven't done this in 45 years. I have no idea if this is even working. Hi, good evening, everyone. Thanks a lot for joining us. I haven't done a stream in really long, so I don't know how internet works anymore. I would like to take suggestions from Sharanya Deva, who says, like the stream. So, like the stream, we have a new setup and everything, guys. Wow, there's 7 people watching. That's it? What is happening, dude? Come on, get more people in here. 6 people are watching. This is a disaster. Break the YouTube, everybody. Break it. So, yeah, we are early and on time. Thanks a lot for joining us. I'm sure more and more people will join because this is one we're doing after a really long time. Also, want to say a big thanks to a comment which is coming from a guy called Abesh Matteo, who says, "Yeah, big fan, can't wait." And now I'm just showing off that I can put comments on this stream. So thanks. This is great. Exclusive access says everybody. Max 10 people, please. I hope everybody is doing good. Hello to CFC Blues. Hello to Akshay K and. One and whoever else you are. I mean, this is going to take some time. StreamYard, you OP, absolutely, man. Thanks to the boys at the great cricketer who introduced me to StreamYard. So this is going to be a fun one. I'm going to be taking a lot of super chats, etc., or normal chats that are popping in, and I'll talk to my friend who's Abish Matthew, of course. If you have never seen the show, it's going to be absolute nonsense. And yeah, okay. Before I bring on Abish, I have to take this, which is. Sahage Siddhana says, Saurabh, I bet you can't pronounce my name correctly. Well, you've not spelled my name correctly, so I don't think I owe you much there. Sahage, I assume that's your name, but we're starting. We're starting. It's very low. Okay, just want to say that. बच्चे कैसे हैं भाई? कोई स्टोरी हो जाए उनकी यार. बच्चों से मैं अभी मिलके आया. मैं अभी देहरादून में था 4 दिन के लिए. उनके साथ बहुत मजा किया वहां पर. तो बच्चे आर वेरी फाइन. They are rejoining me in my life in 4 days. And Monroe Dias says, how did you see the New Zealand middle order comeback at Lords? Take my priorities about Colin de Grandu. That's all I care about. I want him to score, and then I get happy because he just seems like a nice person to have a beer with. Vinay Prasad says Indian Conan O'Brien, Abish Mathi. Let's not go that far. Okay, let's not insult Conan O'Brien so blatantly. Uh, I'm waiting. Listen, I'm not bringing on Abish until we have at least about 100 odd people watching. The numbers are adding up slowly. Just want to tell you a couple of things before we begin. Ramandeep Singh Thakur. Yes. First super chat in 8 months. Yeah, Ramandeep. 100 rupees saying welcome back. Oh, I have missed these super chats. I'm doing mental calculations of how much of that money is actually in my account now. So very happy. Akshay K says one episode of IPL review with Angad. Yeah, absolutely. We will do that soon as well. Keep giving likes just to get more people in. Lots of things we're going to be talking about. We're going to be talking about things that we're watching on YouTube. How I randomly watched clips of Friends for reasons that I can't explain. I'll also try and understand how much Abish knows about cricket, which will be fun. And just generally anything you want us to talk about, we are happy to talk about. So there you go. Pratima Agarwal says, so excited for this. Thank you, Pratima Agarwal. A couple of things I have to mention, which is that lots of shows coming up. I am on tour pretty much everywhere right now. So come see me. I'm going to be in Jaipur next week, which is on 12th of June at Clark's. Then 2 shows in Saturday and Sunday in Hyderabad, which is selling really well. Should be sold out pretty quickly. 18th and 19th Hyderabad. Then Goa, finally back to Goa on 26th of June. And then 1st July and 2nd July, I'm going to be in Delhi and NC and Gurgaon. So come for those shows. It'll be fun. Tickets are on sorabpanth.com. Nupur Saravate says, hi Sorabh, good afternoon, question mark. I really enjoyed this. I mean, you tell me, is this a question? Is this a statement? Whatever it is. But it is a good afternoon so far. Akhil Pisharodi has provided a second super chat. Says, I wanted to be the first. 40 rupees diya tu. Chalega, theek hai. I will accept it. Okay, I'm not going to waste more time. The channel name still holds true for me. I just woke up 30 minutes ago, says Adesh Atole. Great. Okay, I'm going to bring on my guest. He's been called by many newspapers the Conan O'Brien of India. I just want to bring him on. Everybody, just do guest OP, whatever it is you're supposed to do in the chats. Give it up for Mr. Abish Matthew. Hi, Abish Matthew.
I love the opening
Come on.
monologue of the stream. It's still the same. Wake up with Sorabh.
Still senseless nonsense of me trying to figure out what to say.
I like this channel name works exclusively for people working in the American market and call center industries. I really think you've got the niche correctly to do it exactly at this time also. At least be true to the channel and be like, hey, Abhish, do you want to do this in the morning when I'm used to doing it?
You know what? So okay, let's just explain what the sort of background to this was. Okay, I was
Yeah.
supposed to do this at J Spot, and then Pankaj,
Yeah.
who is a sweet guy but very vague about many things, he tells me, "Ki sir, Wi-Fi pata nahi chalega ki nahi malum nahi." I'm like, "Bhai, I've confirmed this with you 4 times." So then I was hunting for other venues to do this live, and that's why the idea was that we'll do it before the show, and then yeah, whatever. It's
Yeah.
no point.
Okay, fair, fair. Hey, but
Oops.
you know what? This is also, you could even do this next time at the venue from your phone. More intimate. Oh, oh widescreen.
Yeah,
Oh,
man. I have all
oh,
these,
cool
just
things.
all these technologies that I have. Oh my god! Just letting
Oh,
you know, I just
shit.
have. Come on,
Make
come
me.
on,
Now
man.
do me big, big, big. I want to be big.
Wait
Show me
one
big.
second. One second.
You
I'll wait.
fucking.
I'll make you big. Wait.
Yay! Awesome. But can you like have you small also? I want you also small. Did you go?
Wait. I don't know how to make you. I don't know how
Uh,
to make you as the big person.
it's all right. I
Wait.
understand. It's a oh
Oh, there
nah.
you are.
It's
Yeah,
just
yeah, yeah, yeah.
no,
No,
but
this is
it's
no point. Yeah.
compared to you is what the important thing is. The power
Yeah,
play
you
is
want to be bigger
important.
than me. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's the whole ego that we have. It's just like, hey, I want to be bigger than this guy. That's it. By the way, I
मेरा
don't know why
photo
your
बड़ा होना चाहिए. Yeah.
why is your video so weird?
What happened to my video? Is it
I don't
odd?
know. Your video quality
Oh,
is like some
oh man.
140p. I think you
I'll
might
be
need to
honest.
change your settings.
No, no, no.
You need to
My
go to
everything
settings
is.
and huh?
It's my internet. Sorry, I don't. I have. I know you haven't done this in a long time, but one of the important things about streaming is getting used to pixelated videos because everyone's internet every now and then goes. By the way, I'm using my hotspot because my Wi-Fi isn't working, so I apologize. But is this any better?
No, man. Abhish, you're the real hot spot, Saurabh's second frame was better, says CFC Blues. You know what? Whatever, man. Live your life. Here, this is the frame you want. That's fine. Uh, this whole stream is just going to be me fucking around with StreamYard and seeing how we can change the color to bubble
I can.
rain.
Whoa, but hey, by the way, how's my video quality? Otherwise, I can switch to Wi-Fi, but I might disappear with a weird face. So,
No, it's good,
oh
man. I like
man,
it. Yeah, this is a moon which was clicked by a 16-year-old boy from Pune who did a. You remember that there was this guy who did all this tabulation of about 20. I think no, some over 20 hours he clicked different parts of the moon, and this is the most high res photograph of the moon anyone's ever clicked or something like that. Forgotten the name. Prathamesh Gadge or somebody. Anyway,
how good going, Pratmesh. That moon is amazing. I have a
yeah,
telescope,
man,
so
it's
I've
damn
seen
cool.
the moon, but never in this like high
Yeah, man, it's
definition.
amazing. Yeah, and this is Wake Up with
So
Saurabh, so very appropriate to put a moon there.
I agree. It's pretty good.
Okay,
Uh,
let's get into this, Abish. How are you? We've not spoken to each other in months. Tell me everything that's happened point by point in 2 minutes. It's all yours.
all right. So so the like so first and and then I'm here.
Oh, that's really detailed,
Thank you.
man.
But
You're so
but I was
good
with
with.
family for like a long time. I was with family from February onwards. So like Feb, March, April is when a large chunk of my family have their birthdays, anniversaries, blah blah blah. So I plan it in seasonal. So like Jan to like April is the time that I'll be with them, and then I'll come back. So I was there for birthday seasons, and then I came back. It was really really good. I celebrated my 35th birthday there, so I'm a man.
Wow,
Um,
you're 35. That's it.
what do you mean? That's it? I have
I don't
specs
know,
now.
man.
Number lagge number. Now I'm a mature man. You don't understand the childishness that Saurabh, you and I used to live with. Oh, 1 minute is done. Sorry. The childishness with which you and I used to live, that juvenile nature, that life is behind me. I'm a man
Yeah,
with
yeah,
responsibilities and the heavy burden of family and all of that.
yeah. I completely
How have
get
you
that,
been,
man.
man?
I mean, I'm good. I'm you know what? I'm in a very happy mood these days. I'm good, and I realize it's because I'm working out like a beast.
Oh
Like I'm
wow.
like, yeah. But we'll come to that. But Nupur Sarawate has said, "Man, Saurabh figured out how to stream after people stop live streaming." Very valid point. No,
Yeah.
no arguments from me. It's just that the app finally exists, which has figured out streaming for an idiot like me. And this app, this whatever website did not exist when I was streaming. So whatever, let's see. But listen, I'm going to do this weekly. So who gives a shit if streaming is dead?
Hmm.
Rajvardhan Thakur says, I came in just now and heard Abish say, make me big, and Saurabh replying, yes, yes, I will make you big out of context.
Oh man, R.V. Thakur, very funny. OG.
Yeah. So yeah, so I've been working out. I realized that I needed to get you know what, this is what I've been doing. I've been working out for about an hour a day at least,
Hmm.
and like eating right more or less most of the time. And I realize it's because to an extent, as comedians, right, you're in control of your day for 1 hour a day,
Hmm.
right?
Hmm. Hmm.
Which is when you're on stage or whatever it is you're doing. And I'm like, I want to have control for one more hour of my day where I'm in control and I am like, you know what I'm saying? And then I feel better.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, oh, lifting things. And then you're like,
Yeah.
oh, today I'm lifting more than yesterday. Mm.
Quantitatively getting better, so you kind of like like when you're on stage, laughter kind of keeps you that sense of like quantitatively if you're getting better. I think with like reps also there's a sense of like quantitatively getting better, which is good. I choose to eat, so I think sometimes I'm quantitatively getting better at like ordering food the right amount, hitting the right kind of, so I haven't basically what I'm trying to say is I should become more like you, but I'm more like me right now.
Yeah, but see, the problem that I have is that no matter how much I work out, okay, I can't stop eating crap in the middle. So my paunch never goes. Okay, so like I've realized again that about this part, this much part of my body looks really good. And then the below my waist, from the penis down, it's amazing.
So
Okay. There's just this center here which is horrendous. It's just horrendous.
this just this, I'm glad you have a very different body positivity outlook towards this. Mine I have just recently started, like I've been like I'm wearing like medium t-shirts throughout the lockdown, and now I had to get some large t-shirts which are slightly loose, but the medium is, it's snug. It's not tight yet, it's snug. So I'm like, am I comfortable with the snugness, or do I want to? So one cool thing that I've done now, if you're talking about fitness, is I got this thing where I just keep drinking water. It's so much fun. And so, on
Yeah.
a side note, like it's I end up drinking a lot of water because of just this. See, because the difference is if I drink from here, then oh, it becomes like this. It's too much inconvenience. But if you're standing like this and you're talking while you're talking, if I go,
Hmm. Yeah, yeah.
it's fun.
It would be amazing if that it's connected to an IV drip inside your body, and you're just a psychopath drinking your own blood throughout the day.
Oh my god. Wake up and sort of really wake up. You wanna put such a sunny, optimistic disposition to topics like this. Really think about it.
Dude,
Maybe
but
rebrand
listen,
it.
okay, but 1 second, haven't I solved vampires completely? Like, if a vampire was like just had an IV drip and then sucking throughout the day, they're done, right?
That's so messed up. That's as equivalent as saying, "Oh, if you cut yourself, you heal. So why don't you chop a little and eat all the time? You keep healing." That's so weird, sort of fun.
I mean, listen, that's also a fair point. I'm just saying that, like, cannibalism, that's not a crime. Cannibalism is a crime, but self cannibalism is not a crime. You can eat yourself.
I mean, on
Nobody stopped you.
ethical basis, I think like it comes very close to like self harm. It's not good. So technically, it's not. It's. I don't know. You and I haven't caught up in a long time, I feel.
I
What
think I'm
has
spending
happened,
way too much
Saurabh?
time. I think I'm spending way too much time hanging out with comedians post shows, and this is the kind of jokes that I find funny now. It's just me
Fair,
talking
fair,
about.
fair, fair. I think you've
But again,
forgotten how it
I
is to
generally think
stream.
Yeah, I think vampires are the key. Okay, I'm going to take a
Definitely.
couple of questions. Saurabh Kumar asks, Abish is still in Canada. Are you still in Canada?
Oh no, I'm back in Bombay.
Solve that question. Abish is watching Gaurav Kapoor vlogs too. I see same flask, different color.
Oh, yeah, it's the same. I'm telling you, it's like a hydration thing, maybe. Oh, I should check it out. I should find out. If you know him, can you ask him what brand he's using so that I can be like, is there a? This is really nice, but is there a portable version of it? Pant, what do you think?
I mean, I don't know why you're saying you don't know Gaurav Kapoor. I think we both know the same Gaurav Kapoor. Actually, we
Yeah,
both
but
we
like I
both
don't
know
have a.
both the Gaurav Kapoors.
Yeah, I know, but then I was just like, I haven't been on stage also.
Yeah, we are on stage tonight, by the way, which is very
Oh yes,
exciting.
at J Spot where we were supposed to do this from, but I'm all ready for stage. Sort of, are you gonna change or are you gonna come in the same way?
I'm coming in the same way, man. I'm like,
Buddy,
I'm ready
okay.
to just leave my house immediately. Yeah,
To the people, for the 10 million people watching this stream at this point in time and going crazy, um, Saurabh and I are going to be putting a story up on Instagram. So make sure you follow at Kenny Sebastian and at Canon Gill.
yeah. Listen, I used to do that constantly. Okay, did I ever tell you how Kanan Mill got angry with me? So people used to say, constantly say, they used to meet me at the airport and like, hey, you're, and I used to be like, yes, it's me, Kanan Gill, right? So that was the running joke for a really long time because neither of us look anything alike, right?
Yeah.
And so multiple people kept tagging Kanan, saying, "Hey, man, Sorap on the Isodi's Kanan Gill." Shit again. This happened for years and years. And then after a point, Karan tweeted back to me saying, "Hey man, are you still doing the same joke, man? Just enough with the same joke, dude." And then I stopped doing it and I'm like, now I should just start because inconveniencing comedians in a minor way is fun.
Well, that's what I've been doing with Ashish Akia my entire life in Bombay.
You say you say you're Ashish Shakya.
Um, yeah, most of the time they say I'm Ashish Akia, or someone comes and does this before they finish. I say Ashish Akia.
Well done, man. Well done.
It's funny.
Okay,
It's funny.
someone I don't know says Saurabh attended a show in Bangalore. Also happened to be my first stand-up show, and it was amazing. Hey, thank you so much, man. Bangalore shows are always just an absolute joy.
Yeah.
What is it? You know what? I realized this about Abish, not about Abish, about Bangalore, is that it's probably India's only truly cosmopolitan city. Do you think
Interesting.
that's true?
As
Because
far as
like
the audience is,
it's not Mumbai, it's not Delhi.
hmm, I feel like as far as the audience is concerned, I do feel like the audience that comes to Bangalore is like very receptive and very giving, and they like want like they're part of it. They're part of it. They're very cool. I've seen the similar kind of thing in Hyderabad as well recently. I've seen like recently in Hyderabad also got like really cool people that same kind of like a vibe from Bangalore. So that's also a good city. Bombay has a because Bombay, I think, because we are overexposed so many times, right? We do so many mics. So by the end of it, a lot of people who like comedy have started coming out for comedy, and then you incidentally keep watching a lot of comedians, and plus fans will go and watch the comedians specifically. So Bombay has a really cool comedy audience that keeps floating. I feel like Bangalore and Hyderabad, because I don't know what the how there is a comedy scene and there are people who want to come to those venues. So I feel like each venue has a scene. So Bangalore venues are very well curated. So more than the audience, I feel like the venues are like it's sound, everything is done really well. So I enjoy doing so many gigs in Bangalore and now Hyderabad because the infrastructure is there. Bombay also has a similar infrastructure. So does Delhi.
Yeah, so that solves that problem. I didn't understand the explanation, but I'm just going to pretend like Abish said something insightful. I was just getting distracted with people making puns about Abish is part
Saurabh,
of AIB.
Saurabh, okay. Come on. I mean, it's your first time you're hosting this after so long. If I'm answering counter question from there, if you go back to the chat, then it's like then it's talking to you feels like
Yeah.
playing badminton, but only one person is playing. You serve once, and I hit back, and you're like, let's see if there's another shuttlecock.
Okay, here's my response. Here's my response. Okay, since you're making these allegations against my hosting skills
Yeah.
as one of India's premier hosts, just because you're on every Netflix launch and I've not even been called for Woot, and just because you're hanging out with Radhika Apte, and my last scene was
Wow.
with Shrija
Wow.
Chaturvedi. You think you're better
Wow.
than me? You
Oh.
punk?
Oh.
Huh?
Okay.
You wanna do a host off?
You want to do it?
Okay, so okay, so here's the
I
thing.
can
Let's do a
see
host off.
defeat. Boom.
Let's do a host off. Okay, I'm gonna ask a question and then you
Yeah.
ask a better question. Okay, then we'll see.
Right. Right.
We'll do 5 rounds of this. Okay, this is a host off. This is
Okay.
this is India's first time host off. Okay, so I'm gonna ask a
Okay.
question and then you are gonna ask a better question. Nobody's gonna answer the question because it's not about being a guest. It's about being a host. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
Uh, so Abhish, what new skills have you learned during the pandemic? Yeah.
Oh, I learned how to do vacuuming and mopping really well, and cleaning the dishes. And while cleaning the dishes, speaking to parents. So that skill is really really good, and it's good to work out as well.
Okay, now your turn to ask the question, which is
Okay,
better
now
than
my
that
turn, right?
question.
My turn. Perfect. But I'll
Yeah,
do it
yeah.
differently. Saurabh, I want you to go to the frame where both of us are big.
Okay, okay, wait. Okay, this is where you go. Yeah.
Okay? Okay. And as soon as I am done asking the question, I want you to shift it to the one where you're big and I'm small. Okay, ready?
Okay,
But you
okay.
have to do tech also. Wait.
Yeah, yeah.
Hey, Saurabh, it's rare. Okay. Saurabh, it's really nice to see you after so long, man. I feel like you've got a new background. I've got the same background. We haven't met in so long. Could you tell me, like, what are we doing in Dehradun? What's happening in Dehradun? I didn't know you're in Dehradun.
You know, Dehradun is a city which is in Uttarakhand. The airport near there is called Jolly Grant Airport, and that's where I landed to meet my family. It was a joyous time, and I walked with my wife from Dehradun all the way to Missouri. Thank you so much for that wonderful question.
You
You
walked?
are the
You walked all the way to Missouri?
Yeah, I've done that a couple of times. I mean, this time we hacked it, but we've done that a couple of times. It's a nice walk.
Wait,
It
how
takes
long
like
does
four
it take?
hours.
And you just keep
Four
walking
hours.
up like that?
Yeah, yeah. You basically go through. My wife's favorite word there in Dehradun is pagdandi. Okay, she keeps saying, "Bhaiya, यहाँ pagdandi किधर है?" And people are like, "अरे madam, वहाँ पर pagdandi है." So this is like everybody knows what a pagdandi is. I still don't know what it means. I think it's a road which is not a road. So you basically go via pagdandi and then you just go up and you can climb up and whatever. It's great fun, man. Really
Wow,
enjoyed it.
hiking couples.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Oh, okay. But let's take. I want to talk to you about this. Okay, CFC Blues asked about discussing the Johnny, and I'm going to switch off the chat from my end for 5 minutes so we can concentrate on this. Now, discuss Johnny Depp versus Amber Heard. Did you
Huh.
by any chance see any of the stuff, or was it like boring?
No, man, it's not boring. Anytime there's anything controversial that, like, anything that comes up, I start getting very weirded out. So I stay away from that news. So then most of the news that comes to me is like through memes or like some newspapers or something like that. Similarly, anything traumatic that does happen, uh, I have this thing of like, if someone is telling me something, I'm like, I want to step back once everything has come in and then formulate and be like, I don't know where I'm at with it. So there are things which are like, okay, this is very white and black in my head, but anything in the gray, then it has to be like a judicial system, give it time, refigure and do all of that. So I'll be honest, what I was going through at that time was really very uncomfortable, because I was just like, people are taking strong positions and no one's like waiting. So I was just like, why is no one just seeing how it happens and like understanding both sides? That's not happening. So I was just like, oh, it's the same as when we going through shit. Like, it's just polar hatred. There's no middle
Yeah.
ground of like, okay, let's talk, let's find out what it is. Wo nahi hai. So because internet is exactly like filing an FIR. You have commented, you've given an FIR, then you can relax. And then
Yeah.
so it becomes that. So I became very like a PTSD. So I was like, I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, I completely understand. Like, I love people who've decided, and I'm like, it's always interesting to decide because both of them have been eventually like he's been rewarded 15 million and she's been rewarded 2 million. So both of them have been this thing for defamation. I'm like, wow, that's quite interesting. But they don't have this kind of thing in India, dude. I mean, I've been thinking that throughout. Where so one of my crazy stories that has
Huh.
happened in the last couple of years was that Kamal R. Khan had a
Hmm.
defamation case filed against him by Salman Khan. For
Hmm.
I think Kamala Khan had reviewed a movie of his badly or something like that, and then kept on
Hmm.
talking about Salman. So Salman filed a case against him, and I'm like, dude, that's the equivalent of like Amber Heard versus Johnny Depp is Kamala Khan versus Salman Khan sitting and like having many people is like, hey, we are now with Kamala Khan's Twitter social media expert. What do you say? Yeah, so Salman bhai, पहले तो सलाम वालेकुम बहुत बड़ा fan है आपका लेकिन just be completely on another trip. like I want to, so that's what I want to see that. But again, it's
Yeah.
one part of me is also like it's exactly what you said, man. Like the public sort of unraveling of a couple. Oh, it's a lot, man. It's a lot. Like
Yeah.
irrespective of who's of what happened, it's a
Yeah.
lot to like. I think one of the guys said that if you unravel any couple like this, the results will be roughly the same. And you're like, probably not this much, but probably like a variant
Yeah.
of it.
It's the polar opposite is where I was like, considering both at fault and like both at it, I was like, yeah, that voice was missing. So that's why internet scares me. Live audience doesn't scare me. Because the internet, the issue is that let's say everyone is watching, but only a few are let's say loud and like speaking about it. So it seems overt love and overt hatred, but there's like a majority who are like, yeah, I've seen it, let's find out where it is. Then all of this was happening in my head. I was like, man, an Indian defamation case will be great, because this won't be like over the next course of like 6 months or something. This will be a 10-year. And then every day if you go, it's an episode of a reality TV. So if there's any OTT watching, look out for volatile couples. This is the time to invest. Call it a vlog, make it a documentary. You have a reality show there.
Yeah, it's running for 10 seasons, man. My God, like that would I think that's what the attraction of Lockup and this thing is. It's literally like Lockup and Big Boss is essentially us putting couples and all these famous people into situations that we did. Dude, I remember when Big Boss first started, okay, and one of the tasks that they gave them was कि आप सबको अपने खुद के कपड़े धोने हैं. And I'm like, that's a fairly normal thing for a human being to do. But these people haven't done it ever or are not used to doing it. So it became like, तूने मैं कपड़ा का मेरा detergent चुराया. God, these guys are like really bereft of like existence in the normal world. So yeah, I want to see that. Hey, you want to connect on your Wi-Fi because your camera is really quite bad.
Oh man, again. Okay, just one
Yeah,
second.
if
Guys,
you want to, yeah,
wish me all
if
the
you want to
best.
disconnect and come
So
back,
yeah, sort of keep them entertained. I'll be right back.
yeah, babe. So let's take a couple of your chats. Rossiki says Ritik versus Kangana 14-day court stream needed. Dude, 14 years again, man. That's a lot. Van says, whoa, 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 Abish, whoa, 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 skip this discussion. Yeah. Devesh Srivastava says that Abish in Japan. Sorab looks like he's in Mexico. This looks like Mexico to you? This is, okay, you know what? I don't want to show my outside because I don't want people to know where I live. Ramandeep Singh Thakur says Pakdandi is Hindi for trail. Really? Oh, that makes a lot of sense, man. That, you know what? You've solved a lot of my problems. Narendra Modi and Amit Shah be the true volatile couple, says Rajvardhan Thakur. No comments on such things. Saurabh trying to take chats by shooing Abish XD. No, no, no. Listen, I've just got I'm not used to this, so it just takes a little bit. That's why I had to get Abish. I had to get somebody who is familiar with how disorganized me as a human being is. Okay, so if you're watching, let's give a like and keep the comments running because the more likes, the algorithms kick in and more people come in. Again, I know the channel has been dead for a while, so this might take a little time, but no problem. So please give a like if you can, and let's bring back Abis Matthew.
Woo!
Your,
Yeah, how's this? Better?
no, it's still the same.
It's still the same. Man,
Yeah.
okay, I'm going down under again.
Okay, let's talk to Rossiki. Did the are you gonna disconnect and come back, Abish?
Yeah. Just do
I
that.
think you might have to do that. Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know. Huh. Rosiki says, I'll keep answering a few questions till Abish sorts out his internet. Did the lockdown streaming help you get more audience for stand up like Samay or the reverse? Or the reverse? My God. Oh, as in, Oh, as in you're saying that I lost, I lost fans because of streaming. Oh, you're saying, oh no, 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 okay, no. Listen, so one of the reasons why I decided to restart the streaming was because most of my shows were selling quite nicely, except one disaster which we had in Dehradun where barely anybody came. That also happened to be on the IPL final, but yeah, most of the shows are going very well, and about 40% of the crowd that comes for the shows comes up to me afterwards and says, hey, we saw Wake Up with Saurabh. So I was like, oh, this is good, man. I should really get back to it. The reason I hadn't gotten back to it for a long time was because it was a lot of effort to try and do 4 streams in a week and to coordinate with guests, especially now that everybody's gotten busy and all that kind of stuff. And that's when I realized I'm just going to do this regularly once a week. So things will pick up. It's all good. Again, we're starting from almost scratch, which is absolutely fine. So I'm doing this weekly instead of putting too much pressure on myself, and that's absolutely fine. So that's the plan.
That's an
Rohit
amazing plan.
Atre says, any live shows coming up in London? No live shows coming up for me in London. Abhish, any live shows coming up for you in London?
Oh no, I've got no life in London. Yeah, no live shows in London. Right now, live shows in Bombay. I'll be I'm going back on stage after I'm going back on stage. I'm excited to go back on stage after like a many years. So I'm building something. So I'm very excited. So this entire June, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, most of the Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sundays, I'll be at Habitat doing spots. In the middle with Grin and Vijay Spot, I'll be doing like with Grin, I'm doing an hour. I'm doing this show called Abish on Stages After Ages, which is I did one on the 23rd of May at Leaping Windows. I might do another one coming next month or this month as well, something 23rd. Where I went on stage, Aman was opening, and it was crazy. Okay, so Aman is there. So Strimo and Rohan couldn't make it, but Aman was there. So Aman's taking down everyone's ticket names. You know, it's a small venue, right? So he's taking, and people are coming and sitting. Music is playing, and then I was sitting there and working. I said, "Does anyone want to drink?" So everyone thought it's a gag. So I got like a couple of drinks like that. Then people started coming in, and they was like, "Does anybody else want to drink?" Just as a extension of that gag. So some of them were. Then Aman went and came. He figured the gag out. Okay, so he became like he started taking orders. So he started like doing that as a gag. Then he went and performed, and then nobody expected that he's a comedian, right? So Aman went
Yeah.
and addressed that immediately, and everyone burst, and everyone was applauding after that because it was. We forget because we're comedians and we're running it. We like the venue, so it suddenly did that. I did. Did I freeze or did you freeze? Okay, fine.
Yeah, you're fine now. You're
Then,
fine.
then he went on stage. He killed. He called me. I did some 30 minutes of improvised stand up as a format. Then I took my laptop and I started creating a track with the audience and with their audio and sound together. There was no equipment, just the laptop. It was very shit. But when I rewatched the video, there were lots of points they were laughing. So I was like, oh, I want to do more alternate, like more things that I want to try out, which I haven't done, which is I'm excited in June to go on stage again.
Yeah, it's interesting. The format that you're talking about, it's actually kind of interesting to like screw around and it fits your zone of comedy quite nicely, which is that
Hmm.
you put yourself in like slightly off center stuff.
Hmm.
Dude, my favorite like to talk about. You're talking about Amar. Okay, I went. I was in London doing shows, and I was like, hey, I got to go to this place called Comedy Underground in London.
Hmm.
And so you buy the ticket. Okay, and there's this guy, very wiry dude and very like nervous energy guy and whatever. Okay, you buy the ticket, and there's like 170 people. This is not a small venue.
Yeah, yeah.
170 people. Buy the ticket from the guy. You go to the bar, and that same dude is there, very happy. He's like, "Hey, welcome. What do you want?" And you're like, "Hey, I want an appetite, whatever." You sit down. The guy is the host. He gets on stage, and he literally he runs. This is one of my favorite things I've seen anybody do. Okay, he has 2 beers in his hand. Okay, he gets called on stage. He goes down the aisle, gives it to 2 people, and runs on stage, and then does his head, and then he gets done, and then he has to go back again because more people are coming for tickets. And this, I'm like, dude, like, so I'm so amazed by people who put in that kind of effort to get stage time or whatever it was he was doing.
But yeah, it's and plus I think for the audience also they feel like it kind of humanizes it and is I mean anyway it was really fun, and I think that even for the guy you're talking about in London, if he's doing, I feel like a lot of mics internationally have that as well. A lot of comedians are also working at the venue, making sure the venue is being run, especially if you're invested in the venue. Like a lot of venues in Bombay as well, comedians are running at like cafes and like restaurants and bars and everything. So it really is where the audience is coming. So we've got two kinds: one where the audience is coming for comedy, and now where we are going to audience. So it's very interesting, Mister. I'm very excited, as we can see with my fake accent coming up.
I've spoken about this in my stand-up, which is that there's a venue in Pune which is considered unsafe to be a restaurant, and they now do stand-up shows there. Like because the standards of safety, like they're like comedy ke liye aaye hain, marega to theek hai, koi tension nahi. Like, I'm like, I love this attitude where like, dude, the number of yoga studios I've performed at since the pandemic happened is crazy, right? I think I performed at like 7 yoga studios, and there was one where my wife did yoga in the morning and I did stand up in the evening, and I was like, this is great, man. Like we're living the same kind of lives.
Yeah, we
I
both are reporting for duty, but at different times for different things.
Yeah, yeah. So I'm very happy to so I finally figured out what I want to do, right, from stand up POV. I
Oh,
want to do this one show that I'm doing right now, which I
mhm.
want to do about 100 times on stage, and
Okay.
that's my this thing. It is that I have to do the whole show at least 100 times. Then I'm recording it, and whoever wants to take it, take it. Otherwise, I'm releasing it on YouTube. And I want to follow that same format for every year because I've realized I've been sitting on so much of like quote unquote specials and all that stuff, which just need to be honed, and just all they need is that dedication of 100 times. And it's quite interesting. It's like it's getting there quite nicely. Yeah.
How's it? How many shows have you done so far in this format of it?
I think it's about 26, 27. So about, I would argue about 100 more. I want to do it 100 times more. I want to
Oh,
do a special for the first time ever, which I've never done in my career. And if you like listen to like Tom Segura or like Bill Burr or Michelle Wolf, all of these people talking, I'm James A. Castells on another level. All of them have taken like, they've done a special like at least 120 times before releasing it, because that's when you know, oh, this is good. And that's when you know all the beats and the whatever of it. So
hmm.
I just want to put in the hard yards and get it good. I want to, you know what? I want a special to be worthy of an episode of Journey of a Joke. That's my whole ambition in life. Abish.
Hmm. 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 Saurabh, why is it that every time you refer to anything, why is it always snide with me? It's not like you haven't done wake up with Saurabh with other people. Okay, it's like every time I am there, there is snide. Like there's just like right now you wanted to do a host stuff. After that, you're like wanted to be worthy. And then before that, it was son of a bitch, and I was just like, man, why are you sniding me, man?
Isn't this the case, right? You make jokes with and about comedians who you like, right? Like I won't be doing a joke like that about like other people. So some other people, not all, some
Aw,
of them.
thanks. I'll take
Yeah.
it. That means you like
Hey,
me.
love
You
you.
mean this
Nipples
wasn't?
together.
This means you mean this wasn't a collaboration. This was friendship.
It's friendship, man. Everything is about friendship.
Yeah.
Uh, eh,
Saurabh, we have to
are
take
you?
this friendship. When the kid and the wife is back, please invite me over and we'll have dinner. And then we put it on Instagram as a callback to, oh my God, did you know on the 4th of June at this time, Saurabh said friendship.
Yeah. We need, yeah. Dude, even Naveen Richard keeps asking me every few weeks, like, hey, what stage are your children at right now? And I'm like,
Hmm.
Naveen, you asked me this question 4 months back, but I don't know what stage. Like, I don't know. They
Yeah.
become chartered accountants, Naveen. I don't know what
Yeah.
you want me to say, man. Like, what stage are they in? Dude,
Well,
okay.
yeah, because
Huh,
I have a lot of nephew and nieces, right? Like a very
yeah.
like lots of them because so many cousins who are like all of them have kids now, so they're all at different stages. So some of them have started speaking, some of them speak too smart, some of them are like smart children. So maybe yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's like what stage are they? Are they talking backstage or are they at like they know how to manipulate you with tears stage or are they at like Google, or are they already dividing and ruling? Like which stage is it?
It's great, man. Like I realized like my kids were away, right? And every year my children leave with my wife for about a month to go to Saharanpur where my mother-in-law stays. And usually it's like, oh, this is me running naked through the house for like a month and just doing useless nonsense and like all I mean, it's not even like having an affair and something. I don't care. I just want to lie down and like put a samosa on my head and just like do nothing. Okay. And
Yeah.
5 days into this, I was like, oh man, I really want to play cricket with my son and I want to run around with my daughter. Like that is far more fun to me now. So I
Yeah.
went to Dehradun for 4 days in the middle and I had a ball and came back and we were just literally doing this shit. So they're at a stage where I think children get so accepting of activities and exercise
Hmm.
and movement, right? And that if you inculcate that in them at a young age, they sort of are like that for the rest of their lives. So
Hmm.
I really enjoy spending time with them doing nonsense. I took my son for my first ever show, by the way.
Oh,
Like,
where was this?
yeah.
At,
So I had
here?
a corporate show for Amazon web series in Dehradun, and it's a corporate show.
Hmm.
So I'm like,
Hmm.
dude, corporate show matlab kuch ganda content nahi hone wala. So
Hmm.
now I
Hmm.
can
Hmm.
just bring him like, and it's a corporate show maximum will be 1 hour, so whatever. So I bring him and I said for 1 hour what will he do? So I said, hey, will you watch the IPL for 1 hour when I'm
Hmm.
on the stage? And he's like, yes, yes. And I'm like, wow, he's more excited about this than he's about watching me live. And dude, I did 1 hour and it went off quite well. And I asked my son, I'm like, hey, did you like any of the jokes? He's like, huh? I was just watching the IPL. I'm like, dude,
Oh
let
my
me watch
God.
one bit. So he's in that zone right now.
I mean, I would say there's an honest review about your stand-up.
Sorapant, the IPL is better. He's all right. He's not a Sorapant,
But,
not as good as the IPL.
yeah, that's a great review.
Okay, so here's okay. In line with this, okay, what do you think? What kind of entertainment is your comedy better than?
Oh, um, mm, I am. What kind of comedy? What kind of entertainment? Oh no, what kind of comedy is an entertainment? Better? Can you
No,
Can
like
you
okay,
say that again?
is it better to watch your show than to like watch Times Now debate? Like, what is more entertaining? Like, where do you stand? Like, see,
Oh,
okay, now if you're comparing our comedy with say we're going to watch RRR, we are losing. But
yeah.
what is it? Where do we stand? Like, what is if I go see Abish or me? Where are we?
You really wanna like right now? You want me to like just before we came on, before we did this stream, just before we did the stream, we had this existential opening conversation about like I don't know if midlife crisis is a phase or it's the way it is from now on. And you really want to ask me that question? When I said I'm so excited to go back on stage now, you're like, what is it better than? It is better than.
Nupur Saravatre says you're better than slam poetry. That's it. And then we
Uh,
have Rohit Atre who says Abish is definitely better than TikTok because it's banned in India. You're better than an
yeah,
app
wow.
that's banned.
You had to really use the band app for me. You mean everyone has to stop for me to be better than anyone? That means the death of somebody is the only way I will actually be better than. I have to outlive entertainment to be better than a form of entertainment.
Dude, you think that's what Stalin and all these people's plan was? Like Stalin was just a comedian who's like, you know what? I want everything else to stop, so they finally listen to my stand-up. Like, just Stalin.
You mean Stalin just like the mic and he's like, how do I do it? So instead of, so he just put the military ahead saying that you all listen to me, okay? And they're like, yeah, yeah, great. So you always had 10,000 people listening minimum. It's the size of the audience. That's what
Okay, so
politics is.
yeah, dude, and that's the kick, right? The kick is the 10,000 people that they like do these speeches for. I mean, that's literally the whole reason they're doing this bullshit.
Yeah.
Um, okay, so I gotta come to a segment which is fun. I want to know about your YouTube history. Okay, like we were discussing this, and everybody, please feel free to also give comments on what weird things you're watching on YouTube these days. Like I made a note of the kind of stuff I'm watching. Okay, like I have no concept of carpentry. I have never built a single thing in my life. I had an IKEA lamp. That's the most I have assembled in my life. And all I am watching nowadays is carpentry videos by people from this guy called Blacktail Studios, who uses
Blacktail Studios.
epoxy and wood, and they create tables and all that shit. And that's what I'm watching. And I'm watching this stuff, and I'm like, dude, you're never going to be in a place where this is going to be useful to you. But it's just so interesting to watch somebody take something which is nothing really, it's just wood, and just create something out of it. Right? So it's the process of creation
Yeah,
that's interesting.
yeah,
So
that's
that's
true.
what I'm up to. Yeah.
Let me see. I'm trying to share if I can share video, share screen. Share
Yeah, I'm
screen,
sure you
release two
can.
monitors, home screen, don't show tips. Share screen, work. What? Am I sharing my entire screen?
No, I think you can do share, and then there's one which says
Window.
you
Can I
can.
share window?
I
Oh,
think you
I
can
can share
share.
window.
You can share a video file also.
Oh, I mean, a video. Can you see my? Can you see my screen?
No. Oh
Oh,
wait, there. Okay, wait. I'll add it. Here you go. Here you go.
ah, there it is.
There it
Hello.
is.
Can you see? Perfect.
Wait, let's.
So, oh, okay, there.
Sorry. Yeah.
If you can
Huh.
see, there, if you can see, this is, by the way, just to let everyone know, the account I'm using is the account that's connected to the TV. So it's just not me. It's Lloyd when my friends come, when his friends come. So it's like a place where different things come. But also, this is also the account that I watch my shit in. So very interested to find out. Of course, we are watching. We are back live from live from J Spot clearly, as you can see. It is not live from J
Yes.
Spot. Very inaccurate, I must say that you, whoever your intern is, Mr. Sorabh Pant, Mr. Sorabh Pant himself, please fire your intern self from your CEO self.
Yeah.
Then,
I will. I will
escape
fire
from.
myself.
Then escape from office is a pretty cool ad I saw. It's very nice. It's all Apple integrated. I got a iWatch. I was trying to see whether I've wasted money or if I'm using it. So I was just checking some tips and tricks. But anyway, I like writing down notes all the time. So I started looking at different kinds of like people note taking ways instead of just tech. And then I saw Kenny and Tracy's wedding video. Then I think everyone little bit stand up is there, some TikTok channels, and there's healing music to relieve anxiety, heal depression. All of that is there. Some good music. We were taking COVID tests, so instead of just ordering, we thought, how do we do home tests? So we were looking at that. Pecha Kucha is a kind of presentation which is 20 slides in 20 seconds. I did a show. I was in Hyderabad yesterday for yesterday. I was doing a show. So one of the things was to do a Pecha Kucha presentation. Professional CMOs were doing it, and to give an example, I thought I'll do one. So I was finding out what kind of formats in Pecha Kucha exist. Yeah, and yeah, I mean, music is there. News recently, finding out. Then this is a friend's channel. Madhu, who used to work at comedy store earlier, she's in Tokyo. Then music, and then stand up. Then Little Dicky. You'll always watch Little Dicky or Watsky.
Oh wow,
Anything
you.
else?
That's a
Because
lot of
it keeps
stand up,
going,
man.
dude. Yeah, it's a lot of stand up. Everyone watches. And then songs, and then old songs. This is. I'll tell you when this was. This was when a
Dude,
friend
one
was
second.
over.
Please stop. Right here, right.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
The Bluff Master song where
We
Abish.
wanted
Wait,
to.
what's his name?
I wanted to
Abish
learn
Bachchan. Yeah.
Abhishek Bachchan. We wanted to learn the rap to Bluff Master, so we were trying to find out which is the right song. So there are two songs, one without, one with, and we found it very cool. So we were trying to learn that in lyrics video just so that after we learn it, we'll do it right there. So yeah, there was that. Uh, yeah, lots of songs I can see. This is when I wasn't here, by the way. This is not me. I wasn't here.
Yeah,
This
yeah,
is
yeah.
when the this is all, yeah, this was all recently. We were rewatching some SNL because some crew's going, so I was just making friends watch it. uh then there is trailers. Wow, it's very boring, dude. There's nothing exciting.
Yeah.
Oh
I
yes,
thought, I thought,
oh
I
my
thought,
god. Oh, no, no, wait. I think I found it. I
what?
found it. There is Sim GM Productions,
Okay.
where they use sim and like, game characters, but they do it like keeping up with the Kardashians. So everything is just ridiculous and heightened, and this is the Bird Box parody but with the Kardashians in it. So that was that. I think you should check it out. Sim GMs, some of them are hits, some of them misses. Then the Ben Marshall from Please Don't Destroy, which is the new crew at SNL that does their digital shots as well and the writing. They are also quite funny. And
So,
yeah,
so yeah, quite a night. I think the standout for me is still the fact that you watched Bluff Master with Abish Bachchan. That's and curvy size and
Yes.
lingerie shopping with Malika Deva. Okay, that was, yeah, that was the first four words were
Then the thing is,
misleading, and then it was
then
yeah,
it's like most of the history stuff is that one is part of it, the rest is algorithm till you don't like it and you shift. So you get a lot
yeah.
of things that you don't watch in your history that you are like, ah, I didn't look for, but it's part of the one of the searches that picked up, and then you went to the other.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So, by the way, Ramandeep Singh Thakur says also check out Ghost Town Living. Guy bought a whole old mining town and built it up near LA. So this is a massive video. This is one of the biggest videos. Like, there are these people on the internet who just take random anything and they built a town, or that dude who built a temple out of clay, and like a swimming pool out of clay and all that kind of stuff. You see this kind of stuff and you're like, oh my god, dude, these people are really like, you can now
What is it
understand.
called?
I completely don't know. I'm sure somebody in the chat will know. But there's a dude who basically built an entire house out of clay. I don't know if it's a temporary or a permanent house, but it's madness. And Rohit Atre says this is dangerous to do on live stream. I 100% agree.
It's okay. Like I said, it's a public TV account, so everyone is watching. So it's thank God, this is a close bullet.
Yeah, that
I
was a
have good
close one, man.
friends.
And the only embarrassing thing was the this thing. By the way, you know what? I have waited 171 episodes for somebody to finally say this, which is Sorabh and OBS God now? What the fuck is this production quality? Finally, it just took 171 episodes to get the production quality right.
Well done, sir. Well done.
Thank you. I got to talk to you about something I was watching, which is that I was watching Friends clips yesterday. We were discussing this off air. Have you watched Friends like as a grown up person? Like I'm sure you watched it like as a 20-year-old or whatever. Have you seen it like recently?
Yeah, I saw it in the beginning of the lockdown.
Okay, so few questions. Okay, so Joey is a fuck boy, right?
It's I've had the discussion about, hey, lots of shows don't age well. So
Yeah,
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 I would say it's is more than that, but that is part of one of the things. Yes.
yeah. But so like, you know what, like I have no problems with shows aging badly, because like there were so many episodes of Friends where I noticed one very simple thing, where it's like a lot of it was about this gender doesn't do this. Joey has a purse. Men don't have purses. They're
Yeah.
using makeup. Men don't do makeup. He's waxing his eyebrows. Men don't. There's a lot. There's like multiple episodes of the same thematics. Which like now, if you do it in America, in mainstream America, there would be like people going, eh. Um, so again, things don't age well. But I'm like, dude, people and society changes and all that shit, right? Dude, one of my favorite episodes of Friends, I realized as a kid, like as a child, or whenever it was released, I watched it, was Phoebe biting a dude's ass while massaging him. So she's massaging this guy, and she's like, I saw his bum, and then I bit it, and everybody's like, ha ha ha. And I'm like, dude, that's like hardcore sexual harassment, man. That's like pretty fucked up, right? But it's aged badly. But when are we going to let, like, you know, like, yeah, it's fine, you
Yeah.
know?
No, I don't remember the biting of the butt, but I know
Yeah,
the episode is a massage episode, right? Where she
yeah,
finds an attractive masseuse or something. Yeah. Oh yeah, maybe my
yeah,
brain. You know how it is when you want to like something, you let go, and then you're like, ah. But I did want to watch it, and similar questions are coming through my head, and I was like, I made an executive decision at that time to just watch, just finish, and then debate. But after that, I went into the office again. I rewatched it, so I was like, okay, all right, I
yeah,
see. Till further research is not done, I'll be like, okay, cool. I see what else is there. What else makes me feel in that way? But yes, Joey is, like you said, is pretty much a fuckboy. I completely agree, because how you doing is a pickup line, and that's why if you see, I think he keeps. I don't know. Has it ever worked? How you doing? I feel weird every time I'm asking someone on text, hey, how you doing? And I'm just like, no, I can't. Basically, Joey has stigmatized these three words, how you doing, to approach anyone with like even professional courtesy or like with concern and care. It just seems like a
But
pickup line thanks to it.
listen,
What
it's
do you go
worse to
in that
to
order?
reverse it and say doing you how like that. That's a way better like that gets straight to the point.
That gets it. That gets it to the point
Yeah,
for sure.
doing you
Yeah,
how. I think hey,
that's
that's what I mean.
confidence.
Doing you how.
Overconfidence.
Yeah, yeah. But yeah, I still, I mean, that character was still hilarious, man. It's like, it's still like he killed it. It was, I saw multiple back to back. Like I thought I saw it for 20 minutes, and 4.5 hours later, I was on a binge, and I was like, and this is a show which I thought that I was over, and I'm like, oh, this is fun, man. It's a good show. And also like,
Nostalgic value.
sorry,
Nostalgic value.
nostalgic
Sorry.
value, but also it's funny. It's still funny. It's like a lot of the comedy still holds up. A lot of, and their physical acting, right, is like it's crazy. The physicality of what they
Yeah.
do. I never realized till the reunion that somebody mentioned the physicality of it, and then I started watching. I'm like, my god, these guys are like brilliant physical actors.
Exactly. Exactly. I love the physicality, the fact that, like, performative comedy where they rehearse, then they perform, the live audience being all of that adds so much to things, man. It's crazy. Crazy.
It's crazy, man. Okay, we have 5 more minutes before we bounce. I hope you guys had fun. I'm going to keep doing this again and again. So yeah, the idea is to do one comedian, maybe three. We'll figure it all out. And
Why? This wasn't
Amber
good enough
Heard.
or what? You don't want to do this with me every day. You don't want to wake up with Sorabh and Abhishek. You just want to get different people. No. Fine, man.
Listen, I think if we have like you know what we should do, Abish? We should do not a meme review, but we should watch something and then talk about it. Like I think that's like a focused thing, which is that you and me we decide, okay, we want to watch like either a movie or something, and then we talk about it, and then we do stills and all. That would be fucking super.
That'll be good. Yeah.
Yeah,
And,
man.
by the end of it, till finally the audience will know who's a better comedic host, like you were trying to do the host of. Hey, by the way, you never got to the result.
Oh yeah. Okay. So let's take the results. How many people? Wait. Let me do a poll. Let me.
You're legitimizing it. I just thought, hi, how are you? Oh,
Who
shit. Okay.
is
Oh,
the
no.
best
No, no, no.
host?
Hey, don't vote yet.
Hashtag
You have to
host
watch.
of
And then,
son of Abish.
no.
Hashtag son of Mr. Pant.
Oh,
Yes.
wow. Oh, you. What a guy.
Yeah. Yeah.
You
What a
are
guy,
using,
man.
you're using emotional manipulation at the same time. This is crazy. Crazy. He's
Okay.
manipulating you.
I'll wait for people who are on my channel to make this decision on who wins. Meanwhile, let's take this last question before we bounce.
Hey,
It's
by
it's
the
a
way,
fun
I
one, I
already
think.
voted.
Huh?
Anyway, go on.
Oh,
I
you
voted.
can?
I
Shit.
was just voted. I voted
God damn
first
it.
for son of Mr. Pant because if you're doing emotional manipulation, guess what, bro? Even I know how to do it.
You know what? I agree with you. I think I'm also going to vote for son of Mr. Pant. Okay, this is the last question we'll take, okay? And then we'll take the results of the poll. Nupur Saravate, she says, by the way, don't say my surname, but I have to. It's a great surname. Which is your favorite sitcom? Mine is probably The Office or Modern Family. Sitcom specifically, it's like it's a tough one. Do you have a favorite?
Sitcom, like live sitcom specific, like situational comedy, like the old form of live audience or like laugh track based, right?
I mean that. Wait, one second. That's a like
Because
okay. I
Modern
mean the
Family,
question.
yeah, fair,
Yeah,
fair, fair, fair. Okay. Office for sure.
yeah,
Uh, Brooklyn Nine-Nine. I really enjoy the favorites, right? I saw Parks and Recs, but like I'm talking about favorites. So Office, Brooklyn Nine-Nine, and say Rick and Morty. I know it's not, but these are shows I have watched a few times over. So
yeah.
just by amount of times I've seen it, I would say, and Friends are my four things that I've seen at least a few times.
Yeah, and also it's like I think you've hit one thing, which is that if you watch something so much, doesn't that become your favorite?
In a way,
Or
yeah,
does it?
that I'm going by that definition. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean, if that's the case, then it would be Friends, then Seinfeld, and then It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
Man, I
Um,
want to watch It's Fine, Sunny and Seinfeld both. I haven't seen like them as twice. I've seen them bits and pieces mostly, but not followed through. Good advice.
so you know what the thematics of, like, again, I was making notes about Friends, and I realized that, like, my least favorite character was always Rachel. I hated her, like, because she was just selfish to a point where, like, all characters, all human beings are selfish, but you've got to have some redeeming qualities, and her redeeming qualities were always brought around by somebody else reminding her to not be selfish.
Yeah,
So, and
fair, fair,
after a
fair.
point, I'm like, dude, enough. Okay. So, both her and Ross were like the most selfish characters on that show. So, I realized Friends without her would be a lot more fun. So okay. So, there's that. But then there's Arrested Development, where everybody's so intentionally selfish that that's hilarious. And then you take the very thematics of selfishness, and Seinfeld, all the characters are also self-involved and selfish. And then you take all of that, and then you put It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia, where
Yeah,
these people are so like, they are next level of selfishness. And that's what the driving factor of the show is
yeah,
about,
yeah,
these 4 or 5 self-involved people who can't see beyond themselves.
yeah. Man, I'm gonna actually on because of this stream, I'm gonna actually start watching Community from season one onwards because that's one show. Every time I've seen each episode individually has blown my mind. So I want to watch Community from zero, like season three onwards. Everything you can see a lot more, but I want to rewatch it just to be like, I want to see the full thing.
Yeah, it's Community. I've tried multiple times. I just can't get into it. But Arrested Development was awesome. Okay, Abish,
Huh.
anything you'd like to promote? Anything that's coming up?
I'm going on tour. You'll get the tickets on sorapant.com. I'm Sorapant. I just want to say no, but nothing to promote. But it's right now is the it's a good phase in my life where I'm trying to like do new things. So I'm very excited about that. I'll be doing a lot more mics in Bombay at least just to get back on stage, build something more than a complete set. And like you said in the beginning, I really appreciate you saying that because that's a question also I was playing in my head. Like what do you said non left no off center comedy or something like that? What's that term? Something is that?
Yeah, like I think something that's your own, right? Like, I remember when I
Yeah,
went
yeah,
for the Melbourne
exactly.
Comedy Festival, like there were a couple of people who were just doing such unique stuff, which is like, oh, that's yeah, that's also something that can exist, and
Yeah.
that's
So
equally entertaining.
so
Yeah.
that's what I'm
Oh, I'm
building,
looking
and
forward to
that'll
that.
take a few months. So I'll just keep doing wherever I get stage time to build it. But yeah, wish me luck.
You know what, Abish? The greatest endorsement of you as a person, as a comedian, I mean, none of this matters. The results are in. Who's the best host? Hashtag host off. And the winner with 62 to 37% is none other than Abish Matthew. But since I'm the host, I'm the winner because it's my show.
Yay! Best host for this show.
Dude, even people who are watching my show are like, no, no, we disagree. No, thanks. Just to say, I'll be back. Listen, I'm very committed. I'm going to do at least 4 more weeks of this, and slowly things will pick up and the channel will revive. Thanks a lot for everybody tuning in. All the people who are regularly commenting means a lot. Always super fun. 2 things I have to announce. One is that I am on tour. I am doing shows everywhere. Again, next Sunday is Jaipur. Next Sunday, not this one. And then 18th and 19th is Hyderabad. 26th is Goa. Then first and second is Delhi and Gurgaon. All tickets on sorappanth.com. I also have a book out which is called Vote for Panth, which I wrote during the pandemic when stand up wasn't around. And it's just basically me writing stand up bits that without my voice. So if you don't like my voice but like my jokes, read this book. It's on Amazon. It's got a good review from First Post also recently, where I'm like, okay, that's not too bad. So thanks a lot to Ramandeep Singh Thakur as well for your super chat. Awesome first show after the break. Looking forward to the weekly dose of Wake Up with Saurabh. And okay, I need to change the name. Okay, this name makes no sense. So here's the name I propose. Abish, tell me what do you think of this name?
Hmm.
Um, Let me speak.
Hmm?
That's the show name.
What?
Let me speak.
What is?
Let me speak.
Let me speak.
Let me speak.
Let me speak. Say it with
Let me
epic.
speak. And Abish is frozen, but I just want to say while he's frozen, Abish is a sweet boy. He's every time we've known each other for a really long time, and he's always whenever I ask him for something stupid like this, he's always
Yep.
there. So big thanks to Abish Matthew. He's not the piece of shit I make fun of. He's a good dude. Big fan of the guy. Okay, he's completely frozen now, so I can compliment him more. Also, very very big penis, very massive massive one. Okay. No sound. Okay, it's over. Okay, chalo.
Hi.
Ending the broadcast, can't hear anything. Apparently, people are saying Pant ki baat. Pant ki baat, dude. My God, of course, Pant ki baat. But then if I get foreign guests, they'll be like, what? And then again, it's not going to be in Hindi. So yeah, make it stories. You know what? Just keep comment. Put some comments in the thing afterwards. Maybe I'll select one of yours, or maybe we'll just change the name every episode. Basis your feedback, I will change the name of the show. Basis who gives the best name for the next episode. Dude, this is a great idea. Okay. So the next episode is going to be called, whoever gets the most number of likes in the comments is what the next episode is going to be called. It's not going to be
No,
called Wake Up with Saurabh.
dangerous. Dangerous. Your channel will be banned. YouTube guidelines will come and say, you know what, buddy? You can change titles. Don't change name of the channel and all.
We'll think about it. Abish Matthew, thanks a lot for your time. I really appreciate it. Everybody, take care of yourselves. Love you all. Marry me. Goodbye.
Bye.